Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Unbox the Inbox with me, Gary Redmond. As always, if you wouldn't mind sharing this podcast with someone you think would benefit and leave me a 5-star review in your chosen podcast platform, it just helps me to reach more people. So, today's episode is going to be focused on a common sort of objection and a common thing, or like a common thought people have, or as I said, objections sometimes when I kind of will be talking about email marketing and might be trying to talk about the benefits of it or how it's going to be effective to sign up customers. And a lot of people say, well, I'm not sure email is the answer. Okay, sounds good, but it's really hard for me to believe that email is going to make much of a difference to my subscription box business for several reasons. The first one is I have a really small list. The second one is I send emails all the time and I don't get any sales. And thirdly, I'm not growing my list. I don't have new people coming onto it. And it's like, I basically think, Gary, that I need to be running ads. I need to be doing all sorts of other things, and email is not the answer. Okay, so is email the answer? So, and guys, I don't even have any notes in front of me here. Like, I just totally understand this, and I hope this episode is going to kind of open your eyes to kind of how and why email is effective for your subscription box business and where it fits into the entire marketing plan. But the first thing to say up front, right, is email does not operate in a silo. Okay, you do need to have some other things in order to make your subscription box marketing system work. And those three things are: you need to have a website that converts, okay? You need to, and that includes having an offer, having clear, high quality imagery, having some sort of decent design, okay? That's an important thing that kind of is often overlooked. And also making sure that your website copy is actually talking about the benefits of your subscription, okay? So instead of saying, you get three to five things delivered to your door, such as scented candles, you say, we make it easy for you to relax and unwind after a hard day's work with our, high quality soy candles, whatever it is, okay? So make sure you're connecting the features to the benefits. Anyway, that's not what I'm looking to talk about today. I might do a podcast on copywriting later. But the second thing that you need is I'm going to skip the second one actually, because the second one is email. So the third thing that you need is a traffic source. So if you have the best emails in the world and a really high converting website, that's fine. But if you know traffic going to your website, no one's going to buy. Okay. Now, the best way we found to drive traffic is to pay. Okay, because a lot of these platforms nowadays, with the exception of TikTok, but it's probably getting worse now, but they don't have any organic reach anymore. Okay, what they do is they get people on in the beginning, including TikTok. You would have seen it more recently, but 10-15 years ago it was Facebook, it was Instagram. They get you on, they build up the users of the platform, and then they basically kill all organic reach because they want you to pay to reach there. So once they get critical mass and essentially enough people on the platform, they no longer give you free organic reach, okay? Because they don't make money if you're going on and growing your account and showing your offers to people for free. So as I said, with TikTok, you might have been, it's more of a recent phenomenon, but it's the same. It's always been the same with Google, Facebook. Years ago, it was much cheaper. Once they reached the amount of users, they started to charge. And it will be the same with TikTok. Eventually, the TikTok organic reach will die, and you'll just be forced to pay because they have so many users, they're going to charge you to reach them, okay? So you will still need to drive traffic, and the way to get that, in my opinion, the best way, the most reliable way, is to pay. Okay, because if you're going live on Facebook or you're posting on social media, it's a very slow burner. Okay, so if you want to get sort of growth in your subscription box business, especially in an e-commerce industry, you need to pay to play. Okay, so if you have a website that converts and you have an offer that converts and you have some ads going to your website, you probably will get some sales. But the second, and hopefully I'm going to be able to convince you that's the most important part, is to have an email strategy. Okay, so when people say, how is email really going to sell for me? Okay, this is how it sells. So when someone goes to your website, what you want to do is you want to have a email capture point. Okay, now you're going to say, I have a pop-up, Gary, so move on. No. Pop-ups can be effective, but usually they have like a good conversion rate for a pop-up is between 3 and 6%. So up to 97% of the time, they don't work. No one even gives you their email. Okay. Now, what we do instead is we have what's called a sign-up flow. So we have like a little survey on our website that people can, when they click the sign up, they basically are asked a couple of questions about their dog, and on the third or fourth step, we'll ask them for their email. And the reason why that works really well and converts up to 30%, I've even had a client who was getting up to 46% of their traffic to convert to an email lead, is because it's not aggressive. It's not an annoying pop-up. It's built into the sign up process, and you ask them a couple of questions about themselves or their child or their dog or whoever the box is for before asking for their email. So it's got some micro commitment. They've already started down the path, and it makes sense for you to ask for their email, after you ask them their dog's name, dog size, dog breed, what's your email. So that converts really, really well. And that's a very important part of, and a very important ingredient of a successful email marketing strategy is email volume. Okay. If you're getting 3 to 6% of your traffic as an email lead, that's okay. But if you're getting 30% or 46%, you're getting a whole lot more fresh, high intent leads onto your website or onto your email list from your website, which means your emails are automatically going to have more chance to sell. Okay, because they're high quality leads too. They've been to your site and they've dropped off if they didn't complete after going through your sign up flow. Okay, so there's other ways we capture email addresses on our website. We use an abandoned cart capture, and we also use like a wheel. And when people go to exit, we try one more time in case they don't go down the sign up flow. We have a wheel to try and exit. So our website has a dual purpose. Most importantly is that it converts and it gets people to sign up for a subscription, but as a backup option or plan B, it's designed to capture as many emails as possible. Okay, so when we do that, and we correctly follow up with the lead. So what we do then is when the lead, if someone goes all the way to the end and purchases, they'll be put into our customers bucket. Okay, if they drop off after giving us their email and don't convert, they'll be added to our follow-up sequence. Okay, and the reason why this works so well is, as I said, these leads have high intent. They've been to your website. They have some interest in at least signing up. Otherwise, they wouldn't have even clicked your ads. But also, we can automate the follow-up, okay? Because if you're waiting on Facebook to send someone over to your website, the perfect customer, you're showing them the perfect offer, but it also has to be the exact perfect time. They have to be sitting there, money in wallet or credit card in wallet and money on that card in order to sign up right away. And that just doesn't happen. Okay, most of the time, people just don't sign up the first time they look at something. Okay, people want to think, they want to Google you, they want to look around. Okay, so, and people get distracted. Okay, like they're on their break from work, or their kid just knocked over a drink and now they need to go and clean it up. Okay, and they were probably the perfect customer, but if you don't capture them as an email lead, when they leave your website, they're very unlikely to ever come back. Okay, so if you're paying for traffic, if you have the first two ingredients and you've got good ads and a good website, you're missing out on a crazy amount of sales because people just don't buy right away. Okay, so this is like why the email is kind of the most centrally important part. Okay, and another benefit to doing this is when you have your follow-up sequences set up, they can be automated. Okay, so people can go back over to your website and buy when you are not at the PC. Okay, and the reason why I find it to be the most effective and the most important part is obviously the reasons that I mentioned, but also if you're paying to drive traffic, let's go back to the scenario where we only have the two ingredients, which is a website that converts and a Facebook ads that are working. Okay, you're going to be paying customer acquisition cost, which is CAC. Okay, so if let's say it's $30 for someone to go over from Facebook and sign up to your box per customer. So you spend $300 a day. Maybe this is crazy for you if you're not spending anything, right? But let's just go with this. You're spending $300 a day, and it's $30 per customer. You get 10 customers a day. Okay. Now, if you have a correct and a proper email strategy set up like I described, for every, let's say your $300 for argument's sake gets you 100 visitors, okay, and you have a 1% conversion rate, which is again is your 10 subscribers, which is $30 CAC. But if you get 1% of conversion rate, which is one subscriber, but if you get 30% email conversion rate, you've got one customer and 30 emails. And then what you do is those emails can stay on your list for years, forever almost, until they unsubscribe, okay? And what generally you'll find then is out of those 30 people, not right away, sometimes within a week, sometimes within 2 weeks. In our case, it's usually within a month or so, but sometimes it could be 2 years later. But those people convert later, okay? So for the same 300 spent, you might get another 4 or 5 or 6 customers. So your $30 CAC, let's say we get 5 customers instead of 1, we've now cut your CAC down by whatever the math is, 80% or whatever, okay? So instead of getting 1 customer for every $30 you spend, you're getting 5, which means it's a $6 CAC, okay? So that is why email is so important. And that's why you can spend a lot of time focusing on things like driving traffic, and the website being optimized is obviously probably the most important thing, because even without that, your emails don't work, but it's a hierarchy, okay? So the number one thing is the website to be optimized, but the second thing is email. The email strategy, the email capture, the email follow-up, and also one other thing we do is email broadcasts. So what happens is if people don't buy in the first 3 or 4 or 5 days with our follow-up automations that are automatic, we'll still send them emails. They'll go onto our main list and we'll remind them with new offers and new things, okay? So if we have the website optimized and we have our emails going out, our automated emails and our manual emails with new offers, then you have your system, you have your site. It's cyclical as well, as you noticed, right? So when people go to the website, they join the email list. The email list sends them back to the website, and then when new people go over, they join the list, which again puts them back. So that's the system that you have to build before you drive traffic. So it's literally website, email, ads. So many people, number one, have a poor converting website. Okay, and like this is the cause. If you're listening to this, I can guarantee you 100% the reason why you're not getting your customers that you want is in one of these 3 places. In 3 years of coaching people, it's 100% the problem in the website, the emails, or the ads. 100% of the time. If I was working with you tomorrow, you take me on as your advisor, coach, whatever, you join my course, this is what we're going to follow. Okay, this is all you need to figure out. Nothing else. Not influencers, not YouTube, nothing else. Okay, website, emails, ads. And as I said, most commonly, people throw their website together. It's not optimized to convert. Big problem, big mistake. You're not going to get any sales no matter where you send your traffic from. Let's say you fix that problem and then you say, my website's good enough now, I'm going to start running ads. Yes, you may get some sales, but the ads are going to be too expensive because you don't have your email strategy. Okay, so literally, as I said, in 3 years of doing this with over hundreds of founders, both at the paid level, free level, whatever, it's always the website, the emails, or the ads. Okay, now obviously there's some pieces in there. The website also includes, as I said, your imagery, your offer, your copy, your sign up flow, making sure that's all optimized. But like, it's not something that takes 3 years to set up. Like you need to focus. I've had clients take my course and be like kind of website, emails, ads up and running and sorted in like 10 weeks. Okay, like or 2 months or whatever. Like it's not, if you're focused and you're doing the right things, getting the subscribers and the sales that you want is actually not hard. Okay, so yeah. So that's just kind of that's my response for everybody who kind of says to me, well, you know, I'm not sure if email is really going to work. Like, how is email gonna work for me? And just to kind of reiterate as well, like if your emails are not selling, usually it's because of you don't have a fresh supply of leads. Okay, which means your sign up flow and your website will sort that for you. Okay, your emails are not optimized, okay, which means your follow-up sequence is probably either not working or not on, you don't have one, or inside of it you're not hitting the right notes. The copy in the emails and the offers in the emails are not converting. As you can see, I'm repeating the same things here, okay? And if they are converting and you're only getting a small number of customers, the lead volume that you're getting and the lead intent, once you have all those things, then I would be sending regular broadcasts to the entire list for free top-up sales, because as I said, just because someone didn't buy in a week doesn't mean they won't buy in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or a month or 2 years. So you want to be constantly reminding people to go back, and the way to do that is to keep your emails fresh and interesting, okay? And also another reason why people's emails are not selling is they're just not trying to sell. They're not sending high quality emails that have good offers in them, and they're not basically not sending enough emails usually. But it's important to remember you need to have all 3 things. So if you just go in and say, I'm going to start sending 3 emails a week now, well, if you don't have a fresh supply of leads coming in, and you don't have high intent leads, and your emails are poor quality, and you're not keeping things interesting with new offers, that won't work. Okay, so it is a system, but literally this is the $1,000 course put into one podcast, guys. This is all I'm going to teach you. Okay, it will not change. What we're doing better, I always say to people, you know, they work with me, and you know, you might think there's a big secret to BusterBox or all the bigger subscription box businesses. Like, is it really this simple? The answer is yes. This is all we do. We have our website with new offers coming out, which is proven to convert. Some offers fail, but we basically drive traffic to the website. We capture emails. We have an email follow-up system. We send regular emails, and then we drive traffic to basically feed the system. Okay, believe it or not, that's all we do. Okay, and we've 10,000 people signed up. Okay, so what will be the difference? I always say with students is, the system will not change. Once you learn it, okay, it doesn't change. What we're better than you at is we have better metrics at each step. we've got a better click-through rate on our ads, okay, because we have, better offers or whatever, and we have a better conversion rate on our website because our website looks nicer and has all the benefits on it, okay? We have a sign-up flow. We have more emails being captured because of our sign-up flow. Our emails are being opened because we've got a good system. We've got good offers in our emails and our ads and our website and everything. So website, emails, ads. We're only better than you at each step. So once you know the system does not change. You get better at each step and you grow your business faster, okay? So that is why email is the answer. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. I know I kind of spat a lot of things at you there, but I can just talk about this all day because I've talked about it for 3 years straight. So yeah, if this is helpful for you, if this is setting off any light bulbs, feel free to message me, email me, reach out to me. I'd love to know your thoughts because maybe it's just very, very clear to me and your head is still muddled, but hopefully this makes sense. So thanks very much for listening. I'll see you in the next episode.